Well, basically it's around 6 a.m., dark. We're in the number 1 lane, fast lane, and passing Bates Road, and out of nowhere, it's just an explosion that I didn't see coming. Didn't know it was a tire till afterwards when the officers found it under another car who had run over it after me. But it just happened so fast, and I kind of reverted back to training, took my foot off the gas, and then Marty, I couldn't see. I let Marty know I couldn't see. Olivia, I couldn't hear her, so I was worried that something had gotten her. And fortunately, Marty led me to the side of the road, and that's when I got out as best I could. I was falling, and I was passing out, I felt, to get to Olivia, and she was not responsive, so I was, pretty scared at that point. Marty, I could see, was bleeding profusely from the neck, but he was on the phone getting people there to help us as quickly as he could. For some reason, I picked up the phone and dialed my watch commander and said, "Hey, I've been in an accident, just letting you know." And then I started to go out. I slowly got out of the vehicle to go around and check on Olivia, who was on the other side, passenger, back seat.
You still hadn't heard from her?
No.
You called for her?
Yeah. I was pretty emotional because I couldn't hear from her, and she was bleeding profusely from the forehead, so didn't know what had hit her. I see Marty trying to, he's looking in Olivia's pupils because she's not responding. I start passing out, so Marty holds me against the car and treats my wife, and then I hear the sirens coming. And then they got there and held me up until they could sit me down in the ambulance. Once we started getting closer to Cottage and I could hear my wife speaking and Marty speaking to one another, I felt we were going to make it. But at the first 5-10 minutes, I just didn't know. Yeah. I just didn't know. I for sure thought my wife was gone. My chest is bruised, so my chest is still hurting. I have a concussion. I'm much better on the face today, but and the swelling has gone down. But a few stitches over my right eye. Yeah. But as you can see, I'm no great shape, and I'm hurting, and I can feel the issue with the concussion even now.
Well, what can you tell me about the efforts that Marty did?
He's a hero. He's my son. He's a hero. He guided me over. He was treating me. Here he is bleeding, treating me. He's on the phone, and he's treating her. He knows exactly what to do. Marine training and Sheriff's Department training, and I think we were very blessed that day, and we made it. But it was close for all of us, and just glad to in the last few days I wake up with a bigger smile than the day before. I'm just glad we're here.
What does this mean to your job as the chief of police today?
Nothing. I've been in contact with day-to-day operations every day, and I've been briefed on certain things. We've been very busy the last 72 or so hours. Frank, my Deputy Chief Frank Mannix is at the helm, and my captains, I'm very comfortable with that. So, doesn't change a thing. But the support from the community has been really great, and really some good things being said. And, there's always controversy to anything the chief does. And I didn't ask for special treatment. I didn't request anyone to do anything special for my family. I just think that in law enforcement and the fire service, we're different, and we help each other out. And we go beyond the call of duty because we do that for a living for everyone else. And I think this was one of those times where my staff, whoever made decisions that they made, did it from their heart, and they would do it for anybody. Being the chief of police is not who I am. It's just what I do. I think my daughter getting off a plane in L.A., not knowing where we are, needed to get to us quickly because we didn't know if it was life-threatening. We thought it was at the time. And I believe that my staff who made these decisions did the right thing. I would do it for anybody. And people are concerned that special treatment was given and city funds were used. Well, actually, city's funds were used because the officer was on duty, but he was not in the black and white. And I do not believe he left from that location. He took a plane car. I had no idea till after the fact that he was the one that was there. Initially, I thought a deputy was on his way from the Sheriff's Department. I had no idea my guy was on the way. But I'm so grateful that he was. He was able to calm her down. In fact, he's trained in these types of situations and traumatic stress. And so they sent the right guy, and I think that was a great call. But I didn't ask for it. And over the years, we have lost children, and we have lost parents. We have lost one city councilwoman's husband, and we participated in that on duty. And that's okay with me, because that's what we're about. My boss said it perfectly the other day, because it is about honor. And I'm not asking everyone to understand why we do what we do. But my people do a great job every day for this community. And I'm pretty positive that the majority of the community don't feel like some of the critics feel. Carp Fire, Santa Barbara Sheriff's Department, California Highway Patrol, they stepped it up. And they did what they would do for anyone else. And I believe that it would have been tragic had one of us died and my daughter's on a bus or a Uber taxi to get to Santa Barbara. And I think that's when my staff said, this is important, and we're going to do it. But, I think people just think I got special treatment, and nothing I say is going to change how they feel. And nothing's going to change their attitude about it, and that's something I can't control. I'm hurt that they would be so insensitive to this situation, especially my family. Being hurt is worse than being mad. And I'm hurt that people would criticize that and question my staff for doing the thing that they would want done for them. It's just amazing to me. So I'm just hurt. The city car I can use it for personal use. I'm on 24/7. You've heard me on the radio. And so, I think people have criticized that. But I'll tell you what, the thing is this. Had we had one of our other vehicles, there's no way we would have survived that.
We wouldn't be doing this in every
So I thank the city for purchasing the vehicle for me. We're alive. That's all that matters. I will be back at work as the chief and move on and continue doing what they pay me to do. And I'm just very grateful and thankful. And life is precious, and people need to know that it could end very quickly. And I thought that was the day. But it wasn't meant to be, and here we are.